Thank you for tuning in to another week, another episode of Outside the Box. And tonight, I have another fire segment. I have a poet. I have a lyricist. I have a chef, a vegan chef at that. So make sure you buckle up your seatbelts because you're now plugged in, tuned in, tapped in to Outside the Box. Now, the goddess that I have on the show tonight, when she walks into the room, she illuminates it. She has a glow all of her own. She is just a goddess to be admired. So, without further ado, give it up for Richelle Gemini.
Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, you know how to bring somebody in, girl.
Man, I adore you. I absolutely adore you. And I have been watching your growth over the past more than a few years. So to see who you are today, I'm just stoked to have you on the show. So I know who you are, but for those that are listening and those that are watching, can you introduce yourself and tell us everything that you do?
Yes. My name is Richelle Gemini. I am a poet. I am a rapper, a singer, songwriter, also a vegan chef, author as well. I have my own cookbook, and a mother.
Yes.
Last but not least, a mother.
Yes, you're an awesome mother at that, man.
Thank you.
What's the name of the show you guys do?
Oh, As For Me in My House, We Will Serve Veggies.
Yes.
Yes.
That is so catchy.
Oh,
and then you
you.
show the reactions of the kids. Okay, I'm getting too far in the show. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But for right now, I met you more than 10 years ago on the poetry set. And since then, you have made amazing strides. Your name is ringing all throughout the Houston community, even right now to this day. You are a veteran and you are a legend in the city of poetry. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey in spoken word?
Yes. So I went to University of North Texas. So that's when I really was like, okay, I'm looking at Def Jam poetry. I've been jamming Lauryn Hill. I've been jamming Common, Kanye West. I'm jamming all of these people. So this is what's being fed to me. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy to see when people be like, oh, I can't believe people talking about this or people talking about that. I'm like, watch what they got fed. Mm-hmm. That's what I got fed. So now I'm 18 years old. And I'm in Dallas, but I'm coming back to Houston for Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I want to find all the poetry spots. I want to find all the open mics. I want to find all this. So, of course, Black Snow, 7, these places was popping. Shadow Bar.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Cat, Jazz
Red
Cafe,
Cat. G's and Z's, Mr. A's. I was like, I'm going everywhere. I don't care where I have to go. I remember when I went to Mr. A's, I was like, oh, my God, this is the hood.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. I was just like, I'm gonna spit everywhere just because I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And after that, just turned into me getting into slam. Mm-hmm. And then after slam, it was nationals. I went to nationals 2010. And coming back from nationals, it was, oh, you can get features now. And I'm like, features? What? So after the features, it was like, put something to music because you really be rapping too. And I'm like, okay. Then I got pregnant.
Okay.
And I was just like, skirt. I'm gonna have these babies. And I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, like, really tap in and be a mom. I didn't want to be like, can you watch my kids while I go? Can you watch my kids while I go? But I kept writing. I kept doing that. I did go through a little depression because I felt suppressed and I wasn't expressing myself. But I really got to tap into my kids. And by 2016, because that was 2012 when I had my son, 2016, I was in Houston. I'm like, I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I just been.
You've been on it, man. You've been on it. Now, you have evolved your spoken word into music. You tapped up on that a little bit. But what was that transition like?
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be because my cousin, when I was in high school, he used to put on beats. I don't know if this is a Houston thing. He put beats on the car. He'd be like, freestyle, Richelle. And I'd be like,
yeah,
nah.
we do that H-Town.
Yeah, on that H-Town shit. And I'd be like, nah, I don't feel like freestyle. He'd be like, come on, man, freestyle. So it got to a point where sometimes I would go home and I'd start freestyling by myself. And I'd be like, oh, let me write that down. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to write a little bit more. And I'd be like, I'm about to kill him when I get in the car next time. You know, by the time I got to college, I had a whole book of stuff that was rhymes. And people kept telling me it's poetry.
Right.
And I was like, I appreciate that. I thought they were just some freestyles or whatever, but you know,
it's all the same.
It's
all in the same family. Music, poetry. I mean, it's all the same. It's what you do with
I
it.
try to tell people, I was just like, you know, not every poet can be a rapper, and a lot of rappers are not poetic.
A lot of writers are good writers, but not great at spoken word.
Ooh, that's another lane too, because
You know
I'm like,
saying?
because
everybody can't spit. They get up there and it be like a train wreck. The words are beautiful, but your delivery just
you gotta deliver.
Yeah, that's a whole talent within itself.
It's true.
So I actually have a recent video of yours. Follow the instructions.
Yes.
I love that. First of all, I'm a numbers girl. So anybody that know me know I'll be like, oh, 111, 1111. That's my number. 555, 444.
Yeah.
So I have 1,000 screenshots of clocks, license plates.
Yep.
All of that stuff in my phone.
Yep.
So you know I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Follow the instructions.
Yeah.
I've been seeing 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, 999. I think it's time I follow the signs, follow the signs, Door closed, window open. Bet y'all didn't see that coming. Now I'm up in this bitch trying to fit in. Cool crowds I sit in, but I stand out. Never had my hand out. Offered me a hand up. Lied about they band count. Thought they had some real connects. Found out it was fake clout. I tested them. Told them stop talking. Bring that bag out. Oh, you mad now? Nigga, I got 2 kids, low patience, good vibes, no chasing, real love, dedication, stay ready, preparation, never scared, confrontation, steady growing, elevation, steady stacking, vegetation, steady moving, motivation. Road less travel, yellow mixed with gravel. Got them all baffled cause I'm winning with no raffle. But my flow is on the scalpel. But pass me the knife though. Cut this with precision vision, written with no typos. Follow the signs. Follow the signs. Had to function around some munchkins. Wicked witches taught me something. Yeah, and I ain't asked the wizard nothing. Why? Cause people follow off assumptions. Look, I learned from Dorothy about these gold streets. I know that heaven is a place where the mind and the soul meet. Heart is just the mediator. All on one accord, we levitate just like some elevators. Pinot glad my penthouse I rent out to lessons from the past years. Tears from my worst fears. Visions from afar, but I know that they real near. Peace be the landlord. Wisdom be the wealth though. Earned it cause I learned it. Read the book, this is my cliff notes. With my gift I shall not tiptoe. I'm skipping through my journey, mesmerizing on the tempo. Jamming Lauryn Hill, oh it can all be just so simple. Our ego complicated, fucks it up, I call her nympho. Follow the signs. Follow the signs. Follow the signs.
And you are definitely what I would consider a conscious artist. Your style of music is enlightening. You know what I'm saying? So what inspired that you to create that type of music for the world?
I feel like I've listened to artists so much growing up that are responsible with their art. Because in honesty, every time people do be like, "Oh, you a conscious?" I'll be like, "We all conscious, but are we responsible?"
Right.
So I do my best to be responsible because I really want people to elevate. I really want us to be our best selves. I understand having fun while doing it. And, you know, all the other artists that can do that and, you know, this, that, and third. Because I like dancing. I like going out. I like doing this. But when you at home and when you in those moments where you like, I'm trying to rise, I'm trying to elevate, in those moments, hit me up. Pull up on me. And I got you on that.
Yes. So what was your aha moment that made you, because you still are a mother, and when, you know, I'm a mother too, so I know what it's like to have to focus on being a mom. But somewhere along your journey, you realize you can do both. So what was your aha moment in that?
I always knew I could do both. So I don't know if I had that aha moment with that part. It was definitely separating myself from people who told me it's gonna be hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be. Richelle, you're gonna have to sacrifice. Separating myself from that so I can write my own story and my own emotions as I went through the journey. If you keep letting other people affect your emotions during the journey, you might quit. Yeah, you might feel down. You might feel depressed. But if you can definitely protect your energy while you going for that vision that you already know you have, that'll be the moment. And I think my moment was whenever I had to. It was a situation with my parents when I was like, I'm not going to church. I'm going to yoga. And my dad's a pastor, and I love them so much. And, you know, my dad, he does it right. My dad has a great church. But I told him I was more on the spiritual side. And at that moment, he was like, well, as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. That's why a lot of my stuff is called As for Me and My House, because I'm like, now I got my own house. Yeah. And we serve veggies and do yoga. So yeah. But at that moment, it was like, Richelle, it's either you going to stay in their house and not really believe in what you believe in, or you going to live it and believe it. Because some people would be like, oh, I believe in this or I believe in that. But then when it's time to test the faith of it, they're not really about that life.
Now, you actually, once you started getting into the rap game, we already know you was a rapper, but once you started getting out performing, I started seeing you in circles with the little Kikis and the, you know, the SUCs and just the legends of Houston. Right. I started seeing you in those circles. Right. What was that like? Just having the love of those type of legends getting behind you in the city.
I am very grateful, because when you can be recognized as a peer, it really warms my soul. One of the words from like Zero, he was just like, you really do what you say you gonna do. Like whenever I met you, you was just like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, I'm this. He was like, and I followed you, and I'm just like, no, she really an artist, like she really a rapper. And to hear them even speak on my future, they'll say things to me where like, oh, you're not even gonna have time whenever you doing this and doing that. I'm just like, I'm grateful that y'all think of me like that, because, you know, I mean, I'm on the journey. I have goals. I see things in my forward future, my vision, but I'm always enjoying the now too. At the same time, I'm not just like, I can't wait till I already feel happy right now. Yeah, I already feel peaceful right now. Yes. So everything else is just a bonus and extra as I go forward.
Because you know what, when you can control your energy, you can literally change the trajectory of your future.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you know, like, stop listening to the naysayers, man. Because sometimes it really isn't as hard as people make it seem.
It's not. Especially if you're really doing what you're supposed to do. And I tell people all the time, make yourself a magnet. Yeah. You are not even make yourself. You are a magnet, so be conscious of yourself and being a magnet. So if you are attaching yourself to those thoughts, and those thoughts will start coming to you, that will start coming to you. That's why we sing that song. The ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Yeah.
And every time a ching, money comes to me.
Yeah. You're making yourself a money magnet. Every time we just made ourselves a different contract is going to come to us within the next couple of days because we are singing that.
We are calling it in.
Yes.
Now, I actually have another video. It's a short video. It's Hogg.
Hogg in the game.
Hogg in the game.
Rest in
freestyle.
power, Pimp C.
Come on.
Shout out to Shinar. That's my girl.
Let's check it out.
Sweet Jimmy Jones. Yeah. We gonna be a hog in this game. Look. I'm real ass like real ass, take no shots. Off top, I know 2 types of pigs that'll make your heart stop. Dead gluteus maximus, my sons know what a casket is. Most is just some boxes full of shoulda got off they asses. Instead of clocking where you at, go clocking where your mattress is. Don't worry about your heritage, settle for the average. Man, I was once a slave in my head, never really changed. Kept it G, replaced the I, swear I really changed. I feel like Cassius Clay the day daddy switched his name. By any means, you gotta spread your mighty wings, yeah. I'm a hog in the game.
You are definitely a hog in the game.
Hey.
Listen, because no matter what audience you put yourself in front of, you capture it, whether it's spoken word, whether it's rap, whatever it is, you capture that. So I want to ask you, how are you received when you travel abroad? Like, I noticed that when you was in poetry, you did slams, and I'm sure traveling was involved with that. So when you go and you display your art in different areas, do you feel like you're well received?
Yes. I remember going to LA. I've been a couple of places. They'd be like, "Where you been?" That's what that's the reaction. Yeah. That's the reaction. Like, "What have you been doing? Like, you need to come out here for like a month. You need to just come out here for that." And I'll be like, "I got kids, you know." Yeah. But now it's better. Even you know, co-parenting with my son's dad is even better now. It wasn't as good then. I had music from back in the day, one called Child Support, where I was just like, this is what I'm going through right now. Now I'm grateful that I can maybe make a song about co-parenting. So, you know, I talk about my experiences, but definitely outside the city, and I'm about to go outside the city this next week. So I'm like really excited. So I love Houston, and Houston does support. But when they see me outside, it's the support is so quick. It's no questions asked. Yeah. No, sometimes you get a little awkward feel out here. I don't know what it is.
It is.
And I love my city, but sometimes we need to shake that up a little bit. We do, and I do my best.
Because I will say that 80% of the guests, the artists that I have here, they always say, no shade on H-Town. We big and
this is fact.
We make moves.
Shade. This is fact.
But for whatever reason, they have to go to Atlanta. Or they have to go somewhere else, California, just to get discovered. And then once they get popular, then, you know, of course, everybody in H-Town claiming them. But why is that? We need to fix that in our community. There's too many.
You're already fixing it.
Yeah,
you're literally doing it right now.
I'm bridging the gap.
You're part of the change that needs to be made, and I appreciate you for that.
I definitely want to create
and I
change
do my best to go support as many people as I can. But I be trying to. I be like, look, if I can make it, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
And people, that's on a lot of people. They know if I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna come through right quick at least.
Yeah.
So you know.
But I'm one of those people. I cheer you on when you're not looking.
Wow.
Yeah. That's that real support right there.
Now.
So I wanted to ask you. So, what advice can you give another young brown girl following in your footsteps? Mm-hmm. She could be in your same situation. She could be a young mother with a bunch of talent and wanting to change her trajectory. What would you tell her?
First, go within. Mm-hmm. First, go within. You have to be secure in your own self, because you're going to hear a lot of criticism out there. One of my criticisms, I done been around almost everybody, the labels, the people, everything. And, you know, I've heard to myself, Richelle, you so dope, but you know we on that trap shit. Mm-hmm. That's what I got told. But at the same time, it's never been like, Richelle, you're not good. They just been like, we don't know how to sell that right now. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do. So if you are a person that knows yourself, you're not going to just be like, all right, fine, I'm going to act trap, or fine, I'm going to act this. But if you trap, be trap. I'm not saying that. If you hood, be hood. Yeah. Of course. I got ratchet in me. That's why I be trying to tell people, like, don't think that this piece going to save you from me acting a fool. Because if you pop off on me, I do this piece for a reason. Just because I be like, all right, their emotions are off. I'm not about to go crazy. But some people I be like, you deserve this crazy. I'm still a Gemini.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But at the same time, I would tell them, know yourself first before you put yourself out there. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing I gave. And then the other thing is, as a performer, don't have no hat on. Don't like show your face. Wear something so people can recognize you all the time. I had this color hair for a reason because I was just like, they gonna know. Boom, that's her right there. Boom, that's her right there. Have something for people to remember you by, because people gonna always be like, oh, you might not remember me. Be remembered. Go in there with the thought process of I shall be remembered. Yeah. So that's the most thing. And own your stuff. I got an LLC. I own myself. I sign myself. Okay. That
was another
Yellow Brick Road
question I was going to ask you if you were signed.
To myself.
Dope.
Sign myself. I definitely am doing collaboration stuff. I did a distribution situation with Southwest Digital. Okay. And they're dope. Y'all should hit them up if y'all want to do some distribution and be able to talk to your distributor and not just do, TuneCore, cool, DistroKid, cool. I done been through all of those, but I got to talk to Southwest Digital, and they're helping me market my stuff out to those people because they have connects and everything. So shout out to JP, shout out to Robert Gilliman at Southwest Digital. I appreciate them.
Dope. That was good. That was a good little drop. A lot of people don't even know that.
Hey man, yeah. I work as silently as possible, so when my moves are made, they'll be like, "Oh, that's that. Oh, she's doing that. She's not just talking about that."
I just said that. I said less announcements, more moves.
Come on now.
Let your moves make the noise.
And don't ask. Don't. You know within yourself if it's time to drop a song. You know within yourself if you want to do a freestyle. You know within yourself if you want to drop a poem. Don't be like, oh, I hope the algorithm, and I hope the algorithm. Learn the algorithm, yes. Learn all that stuff, yes. But don't be be a master over it and not don't let this be a master over you. Because even if you don't get enough views, 2 or 3 people might have really needed that. Yeah. Know why you an artist.
Exactly.
Don't just try to be an artist for all this fame stuff, because you gon' want to live by the claps. You gonna die by them booze.
Listen. You know, ain't that the truth?
Okay.
That's why I say I always get my own, because if I leave it in your hands to feed me, I'm also giving you permission to starve
Come
me.
on now.
I gotta be able to go out there and get it and come back with it for myself, because now I'm not a slave to you. If I'm gonna be a slave to anybody, I'm gonna be a slave to myself, and I'm not even gonna do that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I know that I call in.
Come on now.
Ching ching ching
goes a money tree, and every time it ching, money comes to me.
Hey. It all flows in so abundantly from the top, left, right, and up under me.
Hey.
Wave, I'm a money wave. Money flow, money saved. That, all that is paid.
Come on now.
Yeah, you know, we in that thing.
Yeah.
Now, also, you do spoken word.
Yes.
So while I have you on the show, can you spit something for us?
Oh, yeah. I can spit something for you. I'm going to spit one of my favorites. Here we go. It's called Twisted. Braids are straighter than this world. But most people just go with the twist, but call it the flow. But I'm at a point where you could call me Dora the Explorer while searching on Pandora. You see, this earth is for the avatar clicks, and I just want to fit into none. One by one, it's like we all want to be seen by the blind. It's like we believe what we're told, but we won't touch the braille to know if it's the truth. We'd rather have everything handed to us in clusters by gangs. Who you with, Democrats or Republicans? I mean, blue or red? Well, I guess they both just Crips and Bloods, but it's nicer if we call it Walmart and Target. We park our minds and let commercials think for us like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, even if it's not true. It's okay because fabrications are free, and that's the best price. And at times, we're too lazy to scan, unless it's to be happy. Beep. Can I get a price check on these pills? Warning. May cost so many things. I don't care. Shut up. I just want to be in the most twisted way happy. Lie. Let me know that my tax dollars don't make me a murderer. Just call them casualties that couldn't afford casual caskets. I'm dead to your truth. But philosophy revived me. I approach situations more wisely only because I know nothing. Socrates inside of me. He may be dead to you, but we often meet on Saturn's rings, and he corrupts my mind with craters of knowledge. He told me we look less foolish if a handful of us admitting to not knowing anything. Wouldn't that be something? But I guess we can't have everything, so we borrow on bad credit. American Express to the discovery of cars for every Holiday Inn, to the hottest hotel, hold, fee, or mail, real estate to retail, hold to resell, resold by repo. Now we po, no dough, bread is so hard to come by. Our only option is to buy. We demand our supply. Too much Medicaid, no one dies. Everyone lies dressed in purity, nice disguise while government officials drain our Social Security. Bailouts are passed out like bail bonds. We all forget where we come from because we're blindfolded with a bandana that holds 13 stripes and 50 stars. I can't see the light. I mean the stars. I feel the cold iron bars. I mean the stripes. I feel covered up. I mean protected. I am proud to live in Alcatraz. I mean America, where every day we get to witness economic imprisonment. The end is looking tangled and kinky. So convicts, I mean citizens, please pledge your allegiance with me to this United Nation and the land of the free and the home of the slaves. I mean, braves. Yeah.
Man. You know it. You know it. That one right there. I mean, you touched on so many different topics.
Man, this world is backwards.
But
it's okay.
Yeah. You keep on being a bright light in a dark room.
Come on.
Continue on your journey. And thank you for letting me be weird with you today.
Hey, we know we sane. We the same. I be like, y'all crazy. We sane.
I tell people all the time, I love to empower people. I love to motivate them. I love to encourage them. I love to love on people. And this is my safe place where I can invite people that I see a light in and invite them over to my table so that those are watching can see that light too.
Right.
Because if it inspires me, I know it inspires somebody else.
Come on now.
So hopefully this show will inspire another brown girl out there, a brown boy too, because we all need inspiration,
We do.
And just to be able to see more people like us that are living outside the box and chasing their dreams and being passionate about it's a beautiful thing. Speaking about being passionate about, I'm hungry. Can you tell me about these vegan meals that you prep up as for you in your house?
Okay. So last year during the
pandemic,
right? The pandemic. I would invite my friends that I always had over just to the house, and I would cook, and I was just trying different meals because I'm like, I'm at home. So I made vegan oxtails, and Shannara Butler, Pimp C's wife, yes, she was just like, I'm coming over to your house and I'm gonna try these vegan oxtails. If these things good, you better sell them. I'm gonna sell them. And I was just like, fine. So she comes over. She was just like, bitch, you better sell these.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm just like, I was a little tipsy. I put it on my story like, I'm selling vegan oxtails tomorrow because I had a couple of more. And I sold out that night. And I was just like, oh, okay. This is a whole new world. Let me see.
Yeah.
And then people loved it. So I was just like, okay, let me keep going. Then I realized I was like, okay, I don't want to keep meeting people with boxes and meal prep things and stuff like that. I was like, let me figure out something. So then I started doing these things called moon meals. And you're gonna have to come to one because I'm doing my moon meal 1 year anniversary. It's gonna be right at the beginning of August because I started in July, but I'm gonna be gone in July. But I started doing moon meals where DJ Gloss is my DJ, and I have a live painter, Ravy, and during the moon meals, I give everybody a piece of paper, and you get to write down what you want to release to the universe and what you want to accept from the universe. We go outside on the rooftop because I was renting out townhomes because venues wasn't open. So we go outside, everybody go around the circle, talk about what they want to release, what they want to accept, put it in a pot, we burn it, we go downstairs, we jam, we all start talking. Everybody now is open to each other. They like, I just been vulnerable in front of everybody. So it's a different type of feel. It's a different type of party. So I started doing those moon meals, and they just started doing so good to the point where I did one for my concert. That went really good when I released my album in March. And now I'm just like, I got food trucks that are like, yo, you can use my food truck. So now it's like, that's why I saw you at. I was like, because people was just like, oh, you performing? I'm like, no, I'm working the food truck. Tonight I'm out here trapping. But I mean, I'm grateful because I'm just taking what I've seen my grandma do just with no meat and no animal products. And I'm seasoning
That's how you really feed your community.
Right. And I like to call myself like a transition consultant because I'm going to tell people, like today, me and my kids, we ate salad. We ate a lot of greens, a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies. I tell people all the time, make sure you get your raw stuff in because that's the most important. Cooked food is dead. You're not about to get that much nutrients from dead stuff. No matter if it's vegetables or meat, you're not about to get that much nutrients. But when it's raw, that's when you're getting your most. So that's what my push is. But when you do want that cooked meal, I got you because you know, we all, that's what we like to do. We love to eat.
All right,
And then I got
when I start pulling up on that Meals on Wheels program, I'm be like, look what you cooking tonight.
And I got a cookbook too on Amazon.
Shout out. What's the name of your cookbook?
It's called As For Me in My House, We Will Serve Veggies. And that's why me and my boys do that, because it connects with that as well. And I give you breakfast, I give you lunch, I give you dinner, and you're able to really put your own little twist on it if you want to. But like I said, always eat some raw stuff during the day.
Yes.
And drink that water. Drink some water.
Now tell us where we can find you, your Instagram.
You can find me at RichellGemini, Richelle Gemini. That's everything. That is Facebook, Instagram. My website is RichelleGemini.com. I'm going to have a shirt dropping very soon. I'm very excited about it. I want to say what is about to be on the shirt, but I'm going to wait because I'm a jittery person. I'm like, y'all go get my shirt. Look at that. But I also have a shirt on my website, though. It does say I have crystals, but I got hands, too. So.
Oh, I need one of those.
Yes.
Yes, because, you know, I carry crystals.
Come
I need
on
some.
now.
Yes, you know.
I got them in my purse.
And then you also have a YouTube page as well. So people can go and check out the content there. You actually have like behind the scenes recipes and all that stuff there too. So they can actually go there and check out some of the content.
I'm doing my best now to push more of my YouTube because I was not pushing it. Everybody been, you should be on YouTube, you should be on YouTube, you should be. And I'm like, okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm pushing it as much as possible now, but I have help now, so now I can like really push it. So y'all help me out. Go subscribe. I got a lot of great content coming your way, and of course the new video that just dropped. Follow the instructions. Yes,
and I want to remind our viewers, while I have your attention, that we are on multiple platforms. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, but we're on Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, Hip Hop Street's live stream music app, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Anchor, Google Podcasts. I mean, find a platform that works for you. We're everywhere. Tell a friend to make sure they join the movement. Hopefully they can be inspired as well. I want to thank you for tuning in to another segment of Outside the Box. I want to also thank you for coming on the show. Let me get all in your business, for being a bright light in a dark room, and just for spreading the love.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we got to do it again sometime.
Oh, we are.
And we got to stay plugged in too now.
Oh, we are.
All right. So that is the end of our segment. Make sure you catch us at the same time, same place next week. You are now Outside the Box.